So one of the great things about Teach Ag Day is the ability to bring in some of our outstanding agriculture teachers who are a representation of the more than 12,000 that we have across the country doing amazing things. And now I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Jacob Hunter, who is the agriculture teacher at North Scott High School right here in Iowa. Jacob has been teaching agriculture for 6 years. When he first started the program at North Scott, membership increased 446% enrollment in his program from the year before. So obviously he's doing wonderful and inspiring things. He was named an Iowa State Emerging Young Leader, and we are just delighted to have him here with us today to share his story of Teach Ag. So Mr. Jacob Hunter.
Thank you, Ellen. Ninth grade year hit me like a truck. I mean, like a full head-on collision. I had been at a school of about 21 kids, and all of a sudden, I had to go to the public school of over 150 kids in my class. So you can only imagine how intimidating that was, going from knowing the same kids all the way from kindergarten through 8th grade and jumping into a giant school. And for some of us here, it's like, oh, that's a small school. But really, that was a huge school and a big change for me. So I had really lost my place once I went to school. And I wanted to try some different things to try to find my place. One of those things that I tried was cross country. And well, I was dead last in every meet. Speech, I was embarrassingly bad at improv. Drama, I supposedly was not dramatic enough, which I don't know what they're talking about because I'm pretty dramatic. German club, nicht sehr gut. Sorry, Frau Deutmeier, I'm not very good at German. But all these things left me lost. I didn't know what I was doing with myself. My family and I even started looking at the process of open enrolling me to a neighboring small school district, Kelmis-Wheatland. But my ag teacher, Mr. Smicker, sat me down and he said, no, you have potential. You have something special. You're going to stay here and make a difference. And well, I listened to him because, as you do, you listen to your ag teacher, right? Everyone, correct? Okay, yep, you listen to your ag teacher. And I knew that he saw something special in me, something more than just that nice kid from the Catholic school down the road. So that gave me my first why for teaching ag. It gave me a chance to help kids that were lost find purpose in what they do on their daily lives. And I had always been good at helping people too, so then I decided that I would try this out and go to Iowa State and major in agricultural education. So I eventually did that and was able to get a job teaching at Des Moines, so welcome to my old stomping grounds. And while I was there, I taught for a large metro school, and I was really nervous because I had never run a farm before. I had never worked with such a large school district before, and it was very intimidating for me, but I was very excited at the same time. My first group of students came in, they got off the bus, they came into the mobile classroom, and one student stood out to me right away. She was decked out, I kid you not, decked out head to toe in One Direction. She pulled out her One Direction notebook, her One Direction pen, and was ready to take some notes. I went to go take roll, and I was like, well, is this student present? And she's like, nope, you can call me Mel's. And I was like, well, that's an odd name, but okay. And she really stood out in my mind. I was like, this is going to be a very interesting year. What kind of decision have I made taking on this job? Well, this student totally subverted all of my expectations. She went on to be the first Latinx student elected to an office above the chapter level in Iowa. She went on to show a steer at the county fair, first one from an urban chapter, and was able to do well at several state contests. Everything was going great up until her senior year of high school. And I know this is a part that's a little bit hard to talk about, especially since we're talking to a national audience, but her parents had come to the United States before she was born. And her father was discovered and was deported back to Mexico. And as you can imagine, the student that has everything going perfect for them, everything is going just right. She had a full ride to Iowa State for her academics. And all of a sudden, everything was going to fall apart. But it didn't. And why didn't it? It's because she had a support and community in agricultural education. Her ag teacher stood up and made sure that she could still show that steer at county fair. They made sure that she still could make it to Iowa State and do well in school. I'm just so proud of her, and she's done so many amazing things. She was the first minority student in Iowa to get their American degree. That's something to be really, really proud of. And yeah, definitely. You clap for her. I'm probably embarrassing her right now because she's probably listening, so I'm sorry. But it's just amazing because she's been able to do all these things that because of this community that was supporting her. And I just think to myself, where would I be without agricultural education? And honestly, I have amazing parents. I know my mom's watching right now. She's probably sitting at her desk. But I have amazing parents. I have a stable home. I did okay in school most days, except for German, and was able to be pretty successful. And honestly, I know this is kind of blasphemy on National Teach Ag Day, but I'd probably be okay. Don't tell Mr. Smicker. But the thing is the reason that agricultural education exists is for students like Melissa. It's students that need that help. And that's why we're the ag teachers, is we're there to help those kids. That's our why, is to help those kids that need something to believe in. They need to find their place in this world, and that's why we teach ag. And every day, I wake up and I'm so happy to be at North Scott, helping students just like Melissa be successful, find something that they can believe in, and find a future in agriculture. And so I encourage everyone right now, as you think about becoming an ag teacher, just think about what is your why. And with any why, you can accomplish any how. So thank you, and enjoy the rest of National Teach Ag Day.
So Jacob is, as I said, just one person of the 12,000 plus ag teachers that we have mentoring students, making a difference in the community, motivating the next generation, and we're just absolutely delighted that he could be here with us today, and we'll be hearing from a few other agriculture teachers later.